Why did you do that?
What's up?
I'm not ready.
My name Rashay. Rashay215, Rashay on the gram.
I'm supposed to be doing a story time.
Alright, then tell the story.
I don't. It's too many people here.
Tell the story, go ahead.
Fine, whatever. Okay. Can you stop? All right. So today's story time.
Alright,
You're distracting me.
I did.
Hold on. Let me be professional, but it ain't really professional. All right. Today's story time is about. I'm gonna be talking to you, but I'm gonna be talking to them. But I feel like, why do you even care about this? So, yeah, today's story time is about the time that I had some things.
Some what?
I did
You made me
some
break a
things
nail!
that I wasn't supposed to do.
Yeah, baby.
Your mom's what? My mom's down here. Down here, down there? Yes. Oh. She don't want to hear this. She's not ready for this talk. What's up? What's she not ready for? Why are you talking like that? What? I'm talking right now. What's up? She not ready for? Me and the story time. Go ahead. Talk about it. I hate you. You trying to get me in trouble, Mom? No, I'm trying to get you to tell the story how you just said it was a story time. So go ahead. But I didn't even start. You freaking pressed play. Because you was hesitant. Being hesitant don't get you nowhere.
So it's really, I remember things, but I don't remember them from that day. So I was in, this was like 2017. I was in, I think this is my freshman year of high school. And I was messing with this boy. We're going to call him Marco.
Hold on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And me and Marco, we was friends, right? So Marco, he lived across the street from me, so he would come to my house all the time. So we would always be on my porch. So this day, I was sitting on my porch because I used to always sit on my porch. I didn't really go nowhere like that. So I was sitting on my porch, and Marco, he was walking past.
Right.
But instead of walking past, he just stayed with me. So we was on my porch, and we was talking. I don't really know what we was talking about. But then that's when he just
what?
you know how like you at somebody's house or like you outside with somebody and you just stand?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just standing there, and I don't like when people just stand there while I'm sitting down because I'm worried about you. Like, I want you to sit down because I feel like I want you to be more comfortable. I don't know why you're standing. So yeah, I told him, I'm like, just sit down. So he sat down, and then like a couple minutes later, he got up. He like, I don't feel like sitting down no more. Like, let's just go somewhere. Sorry. So we get up and we go across the street. No, it was before we went across the street. We walked up the block for no reason.
Just to walk?
Yeah, just to walk up the block. Then we turned back around and then walked down, and then we went to the park across the street from my house, Scare Park. And I had braids at the time too, so we was walking, and he was like putting his arm around me. I'm like, get off me! Like, these people need to know that I'm single. Like, I'm not with you. Don't do that.
Right.
But I was playing. I was playing, and he was mad.
Yeah.
And yeah, so then I called him a weirdo, and he hated when I called him that. And I'm like, that shit is so weird. Like, why are you so mad that I called you a weirdo? So he like, yo, don't say that shit to me. Don't say that shit to me. So then that's when I was sitting on a bench, and he was standing right there, and he kept doing something that was making me mad, and I was getting irritated. And he was like, get mad, all over my face. And then I'm like, I don't like that.
Flirt.
I don't like that. Yeah, then he kissed me. And
Right.
yeah, and then that's when I had pushed him out my face, and he started pulling my hair. Yeah, he had my hair, and he was trying to get me to get up. And I'm like, no, I'm not getting up. So I got up. But he tried to drag me like I was a dog. And I'm like, no. Like, I started laughing because I'm like, you really think you was going to do something? Like, I'm still going to stand here. Like, what you thought that was going to do? Nothing. So then he was like, come on. I'm like, no, because I don't listen to you. Like, he knew I don't listen. So he started laughing. So then he let go of my hair, and we started walking again. Now it's getting dark. It's getting dark.
Yeah.
And we stood in the park just playing around. So, you know that little house looking thing at Carroll?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we was right there, and that was like actually dark. We was right there, and he man, I don't even know what the conversation was, but I know that I was against the thing, and I told him, I'm like, nothing ain't finna happen like how you think it's gonna happen. Like, I know what be happening at night. Like, I'm not dumb. So that's when he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, I know that I'm not dumb. So then that's when I was like, oh, you bring Kiki here? We just gonna call her Kiki. But he had this girlfriend, or ex-girlfriend, that lived across the street from me. A mess. And yeah, I guess she still had feelings for him or whatever. So he didn't like when I brought her up. So I'm like, oh, you be doing this with Kiki? He was like, no, I don't. Like, why are you even bringing her up? Like, can you please not do that?
Shit like that.
So then that's when I just started laughing. And he just came closer to me. And he was just like, he's very close. Very close. You know what? I can't even finish. Because mom. So yeah, so then that's when he was biting my ear. I like ear biting. I love ear biting.
So
you like that? I feel like, I don't know. I do that to people, but I don't know if they like it. Yeah, so he was biting my ear, and he know that's really my spot. Cause you know how people really like that neck shit.
yeah.
I'm not a neck person for it. Like, that ain't gonna get me nowhere. But yeah, I don't know why either. It's just like, I don't know what it is about my ear, but yeah, he was biting my ear, and I'm trying to, because I wrote all this down. Like, I put this in my journal.
You forgot everything.
I didn't forget.
Story, you don't even know what you're
I
talking
do know what I'm talking about, but like,
Go ahead.
yeah, I just don't know which way I was facing. That's what I'm confused about.
You don't know which way what?
I don't know which way I was facing, because it was like I wasn't looking at him, because it was either he was behind me. I think. This is so hard because I just don't remember it, like, for real, but I remember. But yeah, so we're just gonna say he was behind me. So he was behind me, and I think I had pants on or something. I can see it. And he just put his hands on some places, and you know, was in some places. I hate you.
What the hell's going on here? We heard a little something back here, so we came to
I don't know why she
You're
being,
annoying because it's like, yeah.
I don't know why she being so like prolonging with this story. We already know what happened. We already know what she's talking about. I'm looking at the wrong. Yeah, I'm looking at you right here. You. Am I looking right at it? I'm looking at her at the camera. Yes. We already know what she's talking about. We already know what happened. Continue.
Oh, fine.
I'm about to get some food.
Alright, go ahead. No, can you give me some wings? Sorry, guys. We're back. And back to this story time where we left off at hands being places. Yeah, so, right, so he was down there and he was just, you know, what is that? How do y'all do the little hand thing? Okay, I'm making sure I was doing it right. I don't know why I thought it was these two. But yeah, so he was down there doing his thing or whatever. And then that's when he turned me toward him. And I pushed him off of me real quick because I couldn't breathe. And there was a lot going on. And I like ruining moments. I like ruining moments. And I was just like, I can't feel anything. Like, No, I'm talking about his hands. We're not there yet. So yeah, I'm like, I can't feel nothing. Like, oh, that shit ain't doing nothing. But yeah, so now we on the bench, right? We sitting on the bench, and then he told me to come here. He was borrowing my phone, and then he told me to come here. Sat on him, you know. Still don't remember what the fuck I was wearing, but he's putting his hands down there, and he was doing his thing. And then that's when he just lit his shit off.
Yeah.
He said, whoop! And then I sat there, and you know, it was just going up. It was coming down. And it was going up. And it was coming down. And nobody was around. I don't remember nobody like walking through the park or nothing. But then his girlfriend or his ex that I told y'all about earlier, she got dropped off like a couple feet away from the bench that we was at. So she was walking that same way. So then I got on him, and I don't think we did.
That's unfortunate.
I don't think we finished, but yeah, so walked up, and I just don't like confrontation, and me and her wasn't cool, so I just walked away, and I went to my house, and then he was still over there talking to her. Then that's when he came across the street to my house, and that's when he gave me my phone back. And she came over there. She came to my house on my porch with her two brothers, and she was like, why did you walk away? I'm like, because I wanted to. Like, what? So then she just like, well, I don't care about you, so like, you ain't have to walk away. I'm like, but I wanted to walk away. So then that's when she was just like, you got a problem? I'm like, I don't have no problem. She wanted. I don't know. I don't know. Her energy was weird and off, and I was happy about that. But yeah, so then that's when I was about to walk him up the street, and she's still talking to me about nothing. Yeah. Trying to tell me that she doesn't have a problem and that she don't care about me. Right. So then, yeah, after all that, I just laughed that off. She went to her house, and I walked him up the street. That was fucking weird. I don't be liking stuff like that. Cause she still wanted him at the end of the day. And it was weird, cause she really do live across the street from me. So I would be seeing her, every time I see her, she really be giving me evil stares, like. But yep, that's the end of that. Bye, y'all. All right, hey y'all. So this is some stuff that I missed, well, that I didn't say in the video that I'm gonna say now, because doing videos with other people is just, I don't know. So yeah, I know y'all all wondering, like, wow, you had sex in the park, like, how was it? Like, how did it feel? Honestly, it wasn't like great. Like, that shit was ass, honestly. I mean, the fact that I did it in the park is like, oh my god, that's so cool. Like, who the fuck does that? But like, the experience itself with him, no, like, I was really fucking bored. Like, I'm just sitting there, I was just like, like, it wasn't, my whole thing, it wasn't even about me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was more about him. And like, back then, I was just doing shit for other people, like, not because I wanted to do anything, but like, just because this is what you want, okay? Like, niggas just don't do shit for me. Niggas do shit for themselves. And that's like one of the reasons why eventually I became celibate. But yeah, I'm not no more. Yeah, because I feel like whatever was making me like do it for them, like I'm cool now. I'm at peace, or whatever you want to call it. I don't really know what you want to call it, but yeah, so now I'm just doing shit for myself, but I'm not really doing anyone. But no, like now, yeah, I'm doing it for me. That sounds selfish because we should be, you know, it should be us together, like, you know, but sometimes it really don't be though. So yeah, so I'm gonna just leave y'all with this little ending. Please don't have sex because you don't want to. Please have sex because you want to and you like it, you know, because I didn't, and I just really liked making people happy, and I really wasn't happy for real. So now it's all about me. We're gonna be a selfish little bitch. It's like, no, I'm crying. But yeah, so I really hope that like y'all kind of enjoyed my story time, because I couldn't really talk how I wanted to talk because I wasn't at my, you know, I wasn't in my space. I was with other people, and I was trying to, like, you know, be clean. So yeah, it's probably gonna be more story times coming, because I literally have all these stories that I've never told that just be sitting. They're literally sitting in journals, and maybe I shouldn't tell y'all everything. I'm not gonna tell y'all everything, because once my book come out, it's just gonna be like, oh my god, she's literally talked about this. But like, yeah, y'all gonna get a little something. So my next video, I'll be doing my life update, and I think, yeah, so stay tuned for that. Bye guys.